Okay, so last week was my first week back on freight. This week I feel like I'm crazy to put myself back on freight. Of course, I wasn't feeling like that when I walked past the service desk the other day, and there was a lady chewing out the one young man who works behind the service desk. He's a very nice young man, and it's so I know whatever the problem was, it wasn't him. I just have little patience for people who are whining and complaining when they don't have a real problem. People come in, this paint color is not right, and then they show me the paint color that they want, and there's such a subtle difference that I can barely tell the difference. Occasionally, somebody gets something very, very wrong, but usually, the people in the paint department do a really good job at matching whatever. So, but and then a lady stopped me the other night, asked me, was I from the garden department? I told her no, but, I'll still try to help you, and she's trying to ask me questions about a grill. I'm not a griller. All I have is like a little, I don't know, you throw some charcoal in it and that's all you can do with it. You put a little few hot dogs on it, and it's a basic grill, and this monster thing she's looking at has got 5 burners, blah, blah, blah. And she's asking me, does it have a rotisserie feature? Oh, what the fuck? I'm trying to look at the manual and figure it out. She's pointing out things on it that suggest that it may have things that I wouldn't even notice because
you don't care.
No, it's not that I don't care. It's just that I can't afford anything like that, so I've never even looked at it. And plus I've never worked in the garden department, so I'm not familiar with the products. I don't know the ins and outs of every grill there is over there, And she's like, well, can I get a manager? You need a manager just because it's taking me a few minutes to figure out whether or not this grill has a rotisserie feature? Whatever, and who's over this department? And just he's here, but it's gonna be a couple of minutes because he was in the back in freight taking care of something.
And a job, and the world is you.
Exactly. The world, it doesn't revolve around. If your biggest problem is, can you get a 5-burner grill with a rotisserie feature? You don't have any problems. I'm sorry, you don't. And I'm in a hurry. I got kids. I got 2 special needs people, and I have a younger brother who's also a special needs person. And I'm trying to organize my life and put it together so that I can have us all in one area and be able to look after everybody. And she's worried about the fucking rotisserie feature on a grill. Turns out you can add a rotisserie to that grill. Finally, the young man who works in that department came back from freight, and and he was like, but it's something extra you got to buy. It just doesn't come with it, but it can be added to that grill. So, but yeah, if that's your biggest problem is the tint in your paint is slightly off, or you poor baby, it doesn't have the rotisserie feature that comes with it. Oh my God! The world is going to end just for you. Oh my gosh. I don't know, and there should be somebody that goes around and smacks them and tells them that's not a real problem. I guess, you know, maybe I'm a little jaded because I've had things a little rough, and I'm
no, you're frustrated.
and I'm a little rough. I'm somebody who's a little rough around the edges. You know, the round body does not mean a round personality. But you know, we were short a man tonight, and then the gentleman who's over us until our actual boss gets there put us in different positions tonight, and so I was working carts and freight that I was not familiar with. It really slowed us down, putting people, you know, yeah, everybody should kind of be familiar with everything, but you know, but when you change things up drastically, it slows people down, and basically we worked our whole shift unloading that truck without a break. And that's okay. Sometimes that's what it takes. You got to get it done. You know, you got to get everything off that truck. But yeah, I'm tired. I'm sore. I went to pick something up and it turned out to be a little too heavy for me to pick up. So my lower back is like, I did not manage to pick the item up. My lower back now is not happy with me. So I'm just like, okay, so tomorrow I need to make sure I do an Epsom salt soak before I go into work. Make sure I'm loosened up and things that are sore or not so sore when I go back into work tomorrow. But you know, but sometimes I just want to hide back there out in the receiving department, you know, and not even go venture onto the floor for anything because people are so unrealistic. I am a realist. I accept what I have in children, and I accept, you know, that the world is not perfect, and you're not always gonna get what you want, you know, and you can't always get what you want, but you know what?
You can't always get what you need.
So yeah, and if you're lucky, you might get what you need. You know, you can't. That's not a guarantee that you're gonna get the things that you even need. Cherokee, I love my daughter so much, but yeah, I just, you know, I'm a very patient person, and but it's, you know, and it's, I guess it's just kind of built into me having a younger brother with special needs, and then having two children of my own with special needs. That, you know, I've got a lot of patience, but you want to whine and ask for a manager because I didn't know off the top of my head whether or not the 5-burner grill came with a rotisserie feature. You need a life. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna stop bitching now. I mean, it's just crazy, you know, and oh well, you know, and when the young man came along who did work that department, you know, whatnot, he wasn't able to make her happy either. I'm not done. So, yeah, he talked to her. He told her you can add a rotisserie feature to that, blah blah blah. But she was just not one of those people you can make happy. And she, even after she got to talk to him, she still was not happy. Oh, boo-hoo. Okay, but we're surviving here, and we're taking it one day at a time. That's all we can really do. And I'm gonna get something to eat here in a little bit and pass out because I worked hard and I'm tired and beat up. You know, got my bruises on already, you know, from work. So, but we love.
The longer I can't make anything.
Cherokee, you don't need to make anything. We love you and we miss you guys, and we hope everybody is doing well. And peace.